There's a silent killer in the online world. It's not bad offer, it's not inconsistent posting, and it's not even imposter syndrome. It's the feeling that you're always behind. Like somehow everyone is printing money while you're still tying your shoes. You know you're not failing, but you feel like you're not winning fast enough. And that's what makes you spiral. You change your messaging, you change your niche, you hire another mentor, and not because your business is broken, but because your self-trust, that is broken. And that's what we're going to rebuild today. We all say we know better. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. But knowing isn't the problem. The real issue is what comparison creates. And comparison creates confusion. Comparison creates self-editing. And comparison creates a disconnect between who you are and what you post. You see someone else's launch doing well and suddenly your strategy feels immature to you. You see someone's aesthetic going viral and now you think your content is embarrassing. Every time you try to be more like them, you become a little less like you. And that's when your brand starts to fade because your audience can feel it when you're not in your voice. And if they can't trust what you're saying, they won't trust what you're selling. And the next layer of destruction comes in when you start measuring your progress against a fantasy timeline. She made 6 figures in 6 months. He got 100,000 followers in a year. But you don't know that overnight success came after 3 years of learning in the dark. That sold out launch is fueled by back end funnels, paid ads, and God knows how many pivots. But you're comparing it to your second carousel post, goddammit. You're 2 miles in, beating yourself up for not being at the finish line. See, here's what social media won't tell you. You are not behind. You're just honest about where you're at. And that's rare. That is powerful. See, this is natural, but this has to change. When your doubt creeps in, the default is to copy. You start tweaking your tone, you start mirroring someone else's hooks, you start diluting your process to match someone else's playbook. But what works for them works because of them. Their voice, their story, their years of showing up. You can't copy the fruit without planting the roots. And when you try to wear someone else's brand, you may get attention, but you will never get alignment, and you will not get conversions, and you will definitely not find peace because you were never meant to be their echo. You were meant to be undeniably you, so your people can actually find you. Let me reframe this whole thing. There are different seasons of doing business. Whenever you feel you're stuck, just sit down and ask yourself, which season am I in? There's the planting season where it looks like nothing's working. Then there's a watering season where you're showing up but results feel far. And then there's a harvest season when things finally start working. All your hard work starts paying off and you finally start seeing the results. But what you don't realize is the harvest is always public, but the roots grow in the dark. They will always post about the harvest season but not about the planting or the watering season. Even if you're in the planting or watering season of your business, this might be the most important. Not because it's profitable, but because it's foundational. So don't rush it. Don't resent it. You need to build in it. So what do you do practically? You stop asking, how do I catch up? And you start asking, what would my brand sound like if I trusted myself again? That should be your only job, to rebuild that trust, one post, one message, one client at a time. Stop chasing trends and start chasing the truth. Because when you show up in your full voice, you stop being good at content. You start becoming unforgettable. So if you feel behind, do this. Mute the noise. Unfollow people who make you doubt your path, even if they're inspiring. Speak in your own words, not ChatGPT's, not your coaches. Yours. Post things you actually believe, even if it gets 12 likes. Because the people who are meant for you, they're not looking for perfect. They're looking for real. You're not late. You're just finally listening to you. And that voice you've been hiding, that's the brand you've been trying to build all along.